All right, I'm in front of my house with 4 of my e-bikes. I know it's the first question a lot of you are going to ask. Why in the world do I have 4 e-bikes? All right, to answer that question, first off, I don't have 4 e-bikes. I have like 6 or 7 of them, right? And when I first came across an e-bike, it was about it was 8 years ago. It was when I was stationed in Hawaii. And I really thought the concept of an e-bike was the dumbest thing ever, right? I was just like, listen, because I used to love riding my road bike as much as I can. There was a lot of times I used to kept my truck parked at the house, and I lived across the street from base for a while. I used to hop on my road bike and ride to work. The problem that is, closer I got to 40, and now I'm over 40 years old, my knees got jacked up. All them years of early morning PT sessions, the 2-a-days, the training for MMA fights, the 40 months deployed, combat deployments in between Iraq and Afghanistan, took a toll on my knees, man. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love pedaling an acoustic bike, after a while, pedaling an acoustic bike really hurts. Like I say, about 3 miles in, my knees are on fire. So I rediscovered electric bikes back in 2020. The first bike over here is an EBC. EBC is for Electric Bike Company Model R. That's the first e-bike I ever owned, right? Look. I got the U.S. Army. I had my little E7 rank on it, right? First bike. I know it's not the most aesthetically pleasing bike there is, right? But what I love about this bike is the simple fact that it's really easy to get on with the step-through design. It's comfortable, and in case for range anxiety folks, if your battery dies, it's really easy to pedal this thing, right? Matter of fact, this is the easiest bike to pedal out of all of my bikes, right? So I'm not going to show you the second bike, my second e-bike I purchased, for the simple fact is it has a flat tire and I didn't feel like dragging out from the garage into front of the house. So these days I really don't ride my Model R. I gave it to my wife. She is 4'11". She fits on this thing just fine and she loves it. So going on to the third bike I ever purchased, right? So this is an electric company Model J. Okay. I really like Electric Bike Company, right? They predominantly focus on beach cruiser style e-bikes. This is the only one that's not shaped like a beach cruiser. It was supposed to be a direct competitor to Super 73. It was supposed to be small, nimble. No. This is not a small bike. I'm 5'6". It's a little bit of a struggle getting the top of this. And plus it doesn't have any rear suspension, so it doesn't like sag in the middle while your weight is being distributed across the seat. But even though, right, I call BS on Electric Bike Company, right, saying this is going to be a direct competitor to Super 73, which is not, right? I still love this bike. I opted to get a basket in the front, and I installed like a rear rack with a basket. The reason why I have like a great fondness for the bike is because I have a 7-6-year-old. They love going to the park, right? I pack snacks. I pack stuff for them to play with in the little baskets, and I put it like in pedal assist 1 or pedal assist 0, and they follow me with their electric bikes or their acoustic bikes. It's a good time, man. It's like I kind of use it like if you think about it, like a station wagon or something, But again, you don't feel manly or tough riding a Model J with all the baskets in front of it, but like I like it. It's toots the own. So over here, let me get out of the way of the Model J. This is a Lyric Cycle Graffiti X, right? I really don't like this bike. Like, it looks cool. It looks cool. Like, I really don't like this bike. I got this bike on pre-order, and I paid $3,500 for this thing, right? Because I watched, you know, the YouTubers, the e-bike guys. They was riding the prototype, and they were doing like 45 plus, almost 52 miles an hour on it. And it showed one of the owners going up a hill, like he was hauling behind up the hill, and it looked really promising until it was delivered, right? I'm a short dude. When I tried to pedal this thing, my knees kept hitting the handlebars. I had to put like 2-inch risers almost on it so I could pedal it comfortably, and I'm short. So if you're over 5'6" and you try to pedal electric cycle Graffiti X without putting risers on it, good luck. Other thing, it has a huge battery, right? I have a 40 amp hour battery, and you think it should go far? Nope. Cells are straight trash, right? But I don't want to sit here and totally trash this bike. There's 2 things I really like about it, right? This light right here, this LED light is the best light on any of the e-bikes I have, right? The light is amazing. Secondly, my boy Bruce, he has a YouTube channel. It's called I Am Bruce Electric. Cool dude, source of like great information, and and he actually has a professional channel, like unlike me, right? He complains about this seat all the time. I love this seat, and I actually love the height of the Lyric Cycle Graffiti X because it's easy to get off and on. I had one of the guys from the Lyric group, Facebook group, he made me these rails, right? And so when I go to the grocery store, I seriously take the grocery bag and put it on the rails and like right off. You know, it's convenient. But don't expect to go off-roading with this bike. Don't expect to accelerate fast in this bike. I wouldn't even ride it in the street. Like if you're gonna ride it on the road, be close to the sidewalk, be in the bike lane, because the basic acceleration on this thing is terrible. This is the newest bike I have, right? This is a TOB, the other bike, right? Designed by Dr. Chopper. You can check his channel out at Dr. Chopper 8 here on YouTube. Listen, everybody talk about American built. Like, listen, this is American built. This was built in this dude's garage, right? You should check out the TOB website. This bike is fast as hell. Like, I'm not playing. This bike is fast as hell. It can go up to 80 miles an hour, right? Have I gone 80 miles an hour? Straight up, no. I hit about 60 on it. Then I got kind of scared and backed off a little bit, right? I wouldn't recommend a TOB as your first e-bike, and here's why. This is a serious machine, right? This is actually a real life, legit vehicle. You can even get it registered if you wanted to, you know what I mean? Depending on the legalities in your state. So, this is 100% customizable, right? Because you go on the website and you be like, hey, I want an e-bike or I want to buy a TOB. Dr. Chopper actually calls you, right? I kind of felt like I was like important because I was just watching this dude on YouTube making all these cool, crazy videos. The next thing you know, he calls me and he's like, what kind of specs and what you're planning to do with your e-bike. Then we went from there. I am 100% pleased with the TOB. Even with that said, no bike is perfect, right? There's 2 things I'm going to call out about the TOB. This headlight is okay. It's okay. I'm not going to say this headlight is terrible. I'm going to give it okay. The reason why I'm going to give it the okay is because the Lyric Cycle Graffiti X, that headlight is a beast. Okay. Beast, right? This is my first mid-drive motor e-bike. In case you don't know anything about e-bikes, right? All that means is, right, the motor is in the center. Let me go around so you can see what I'm talking about. The motor's in the center instead of the back wheel, like the lyrics like a Graffiti X, my EBC Model R, right? So the acceleration is great. I'm comfortable driving it in the road. I wanted pegs. I have pegs. I even have a button I can hit, like have like neon ground effect lights pop up. I'm not going to do that now because it's not that dark. It won't be that cool anyways, especially being outside when it's not that dark. I have a hitch on the side here. I have a cart that I you know, what I normally like. I put my kids in and like ride them around the park. They love it. So why am I talking about e-bikes, right? Listen, I normally like to talk to like fellow vets or people getting up there in age. And yes, they're cool, but these are also a tool to help you get back out there. You know what I mean? So I have a couple of friends that, you know, have prosthetics. You know, they lost a limb during deployment, especially in Afghanistan. I have a matter of fact, I have more than a couple of friends. Most of my friends suffer from some level of arthritis in their knees or something, or have some type of knee injury. And these tools help you, you know, stay in shape. Yes, you do get exercise, even those electric assist. That's my daughter. Hi, Bree. Say hi. Hi. She just wanted to get in the video. But anyways, I recommend you get an e-bike. You know what I mean? It's life-changing.